Don't you think you could cause trouble by having your headquarters here?
On the contrary, the trouble was here long before we set up our headquarters in this area. The fact is that the people, not having previously a constitutional political outlet for their indignation at the evils of the coloured invasion, resorted to blind violence. We now offer them a constitutional political outlet, and we therefore think that our presence in this area militates against violence rather than for it.
Well, what do you consider the dangers of an increasing coloured population?
Well, there are many immediate evils of the coloured invasion, which are well known to everybody living in this area. But in our opinion, the most important is the long-term one of mass interbreeding. We feel that you cannot have coloured immigration on the scale in which you're having it today without sooner or later having mass interbreeding. That must lead ultimately to a mulatto Britain. Insofar as we believe the civilization and culture of our country is the product of our race, we feel that if we have a mulatto population in the future, that must mean the downfall of the civilization and culture of our country, which we hold so dear.
Well, what do you think is the solution to this problem?
Well, we believe in preventing the evils which must result from coloured immigration by removing the problem completely, and to do that by stopping all further coloured immigration into our country and repatriating, with every humane consideration, the coloured immigrants who are already here. That, of course, is a big...
Well then, what do you think is the solution to this problem?
We believe in preventing the evils which must result from mass coloured immigration by removing the problem completely. We believe in doing that by stopping all further coloured immigration into our country and by repatriating, with every humane consideration, the coloured immigrants who are already here. Now, we appreciate that that is a big business, that this is a very big problem, and we feel that unless we tackle it in that way, the price that our country will have to pay will be tremendous.
Yep.
Neighborhood, this is nothing. See, Negroes actually fight for equality with the white man's dog. You may say, why? Well, when they say we want open housing, they still not getting nothing. The dog ain't got. The dog sleeps in the house with white people, in the bed, many of them. And Negroes going to ride on the best transportation up front with the white people. The dogs do better than that. He ride right in the front seat. I see him when the sun's shining. Dogs ride right in the front seat car. And Negroes that won't eat the white man restaurant and this and that, still the dogs eat out the same plate. I see this. So in reality, the Negro's not fighting for equality with the white man. He's fighting for equality with the white man's dog. To be equal with the man, he needs some airports. He needs some train stations, some television companies, some water plants. He needs some farmland.
Hard to get though, isn't it?
Not if he has some land of his own.
He has some land.
And if the white man gave him justice and repaid him for building up this country and working for 310
Some
years.
people are still for Carmichael, Rap Brown, say that the white man will not do this though.
Well,
They have to be militant. They are militant. I
Well,
think
we
probably
don't-
know these men, do you
I
not?
know them good. We would look like fools trying to be valiant against the most powerful military country on earth. We would look like bulls running down a railroad track head on into a more locomotive train. You might say, look at that brave bull, but when that bull come head on with that train, all he will have left as his monument is his blood and his flesh on the track. See, we can't be powerful against the man who makes the bullets, who makes the guns. We look like fools with a pop gun hiding on a roof shooting at the army. If every Negro had a machine gun, a tank, a bazooka, a year's round of ammunition, and a good hideout, we wouldn't have a chance because we don't control no food. After 2 or 3 days, we'd be hungry. For us to be violent against America, we would have to have superior weapons than America, and we don't have the factories on the earth to dig the material to manufacture the weapons. And if we would get the weapons, we would have to get them
So
from
you don't agree with
and I'm
stuff
sure
for
you are not going to give Negroes weapons to shoot you with. So I'm not here to talk. Say I don't agree with Stokely. I don't agree with Rap Brown. I don't agree with the late Martin Luther King. We're all black people who are fighting for freedom, justice, and equality. Everybody have their approach. There's a war going on in Vietnam. One man fights from the air. One man fights from the land. One man fights from on top of the water. One man fights in the submarine under the water. One man comes from, he's a Secret Service man or a spy. They all fight the same common enemies. They say the North Vietnamese people, but they have different approaches. Negroes have different approaches for their freedom. One man believes in integrating. One day we all be white, he said. Look like white people after 200 years. One believes that education and politics will solve it. One believes shooting and looting and burning up the country will solve it. One man believes integration will solve it. And we believe separation somewhere to ourselves will solve it. So we're not here to talk about these fellows. The same dog that bit them bit me and biting me, but we just don't agree with their approach to the freedom. But we all are for them if they are sincere in their way. And one day we hope
What is good, my people? We are live with another live broadcast. Like I said yesterday, I ain't really got a topic today. You know what I'm saying? But I do have the live premiere coming up on the backup channel. So, I'm on here letting y'all know. I put it in the chat, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can be on to that. And like I said, I know y'all always leaving comments about, when you're gonna do the next premiere. And I want to see the premieres and stuff. So the next premiere is coming up, you know what I mean? So it's in the description. So make sure y'all subscribe to the other channel. All right. But I'm not gonna be on here long. So you know, the video that I did, the live premiere, right? And it's called like anti-miscegenation, no new friends. And you'll kind of get the gist of where I'm going with it when you watch the premiere. But the thing that I'm realizing is like, this hatred, this anger that's boiling down inside of us, we cannot direct it outward. We can only direct it inward. And the video is all about, what I'm saying, people who are trying to escape their blackness, right? This is that whole we are cursed mentality. We seem to think that we cursed or something, and we take the power out of our own hands just by the language that we're using, talking about, what I'm saying, that we're cursed. And we try to use every single avenue to escape that, you know what I'm saying? But words aren't going to help us. No particular thing is going to help us. And the irony is, we are very good at, what I'm saying, survival. You know what I'm saying? We'll be here for thousands of years. And black people are extremists. It's just the problem is we get to the point where we're extremists to make other people love us, to make other people validate us. That's the thing that we start getting extreme about. You know what I'm saying? So, the video is about trying to escape that blackness, because that's really the crux of all of our issues, you know what I'm saying, that we have in our community, from not wanting to identify as who we are, or fighting over our identities, fighting over where we come from, a problem with the gender wars, you know what I'm saying? And the irony is, even terms that, what's going on, Rasheed Holmes? I appreciate you coming in, my brother. And I hope you subscribe to the other channel. I think you are, because the live premiere coming up. So I'm just on here just for a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? So just come to holler at y'all. But us trying to escape from who we are, you know what I'm saying, trying to get out that pressure by any means necessary, we start becoming sicker and sicker and sicker, right? We have severe mental health issues in our community. And even those of us who don't think that we do, we do. We have black syndrome because we're not from no damn Stockholm. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have African syndrome, black syndrome, and the fact that I gotta sit here and say or specify just not to make somebody else, you know what I'm saying, offended, when the main overall problem that we all understand exists. And then you have the people who talk about, oh, well, you aren't going to do anything. You aren't doing anything, when they aren't doing anything themselves. And I know a lot of people lost hope on this quote unquote black unity, this myth of black unity. How can all black people be unified? Look how much we fight. Look how much we hate each other. But see, people got the wrong idea of exactly what unity is. Unity is not necessarily sitting there holding somebody else's hand and, you know what I'm saying, cooking marshmallows by the fire. We can fight every single day, but when that enemy comes around, we got each other's back. See, we got caught up in so much with trying to outdo each other, not nobody else, just trying to outdo each other. No matter what you identify as, you try to do as its opposite, and you try to outdo them. I'm doing good, my brother. How about you, bro? How you doing? And we only outdo each other. Yeah. What's going on, brother Bakari? And Blue. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here too long. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got the premiere coming up. I'm just letting people know because they not subscribed to it. That's what's up. But if you want to come on, I can put the link in there. But you know, I'm just talking about this elusive thing that, I'm saying, people call unity. Because when you start getting the wrong idea about exactly what unity is, that's when you start getting in trouble. That's when it becomes this spooked out thing. You know what I'm saying? When I say black people is spooked out, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's really what it is. We scared. You scared. That's the only way or the only reason that you would give the power to control your own life up. Because you're scared to be in control of your own life. So we're going to look for a reason not to be unified. Because guess what? You don't even have to be my friend. We don't even have to ever talk. But see, it's a different thing because I know you ain't no friends with the Asian that you go get your, noodles from, right? And you don't have to be a friend with the Asians you go get your nails done at or do your hair. I ain't gotta be friends with the European to go to Walmart. But for us, we gotta be friends. What's up, bro? How you doing, sister? And like I said, I'll put the live premiere, the link for that in the video, in the chat. So that's coming up, and I ain't gonna procrastinate. So it's gonna be after we're done here. You know what I'm saying? So however long that goes, the live premiere is gonna be next. But I can't be on here late because shout out to MG2. Um, but it also isn't. Yo, what's going on, my brother guy? It also isn't a certain thing that we try to make it like where we gotta all have the same ideology either to respect each other. Because I'm sure when that racist cop pull you over, y'all ain't got the same ideologies, but you sure do find that respect quick. So I ask myself, why is that? Well, I know if I try something with this cop, he gonna blow my head off and nothing gonna happen. I know if I try it with this Negro, I'll be able to do what I want to do, get away with it. Hey, I might not even have to fight. We can just argue with each other. Because we don't see freedom as business because that's what it is. I mean, I don't know how mad that you are that you're in this situation that you're in, but really, so, in this live premiere, you got all kind of things going on where people is trying to breed out their blackness. Guess what? That don't work. They try to link up and have white friends and get accepted because they're cool. That don't work. And the thing is, right? We know the thing that'll work. All of us know it. But why aren't any of us willing to do the thing? And we can't say because this or that, because we have done way more than we ever know. That's the whole reason why they don't want you to know about history. Because when you start reading it, you think, oh, well, yeah, it was all slavery. We got whipped and then we got hung and now we getting killed by the police. Nah, that's not how history went. They tried to come over here, they died. They tried to come over here again, they got killed. Right? Along the way, it was fights, riots, all of that kind of stuff every couple of years. See, people think, yeah, they had the Redeemer governments, and they literally did things where they tried to chase black people out of town. They had the racial cleansing down in Georgia in the early 1900s. But what they don't tell you is about like the Houston riot, 1917, or a bunch of other riots where they was not able to get into that town. And the only difference between the black people from then and the black people from now, they knew who their enemy was. And now we are each other's enemy, which is the crazy thing. We don't understand, you can call it chess, the art of war, whatever you want to call it. We don't understand it. What about the immigrant buffer class? But that's the thing, Jermaine Thompson, like you cannot keep doing the separation thing. And look, I understand. Let me say I understand, right? Because if I was to go over to Ghana and tell somebody from Ghana that they can't claim Ghana or whatever they claim or whatever tribe they claim, they would look at me like I'm sideways. And I get a lot of people are saying that as well. But like I said, we get all of our information from the middleman. So they telling us, yo, this is how they feel about y'all. And then coming back telling us, this is how they feel about y'all. And then on both sides, you have the coon, the people who are used as coons to be in a position to discredit everybody else who looks like themselves. Hey, what's going on, Ben? So it's people that is put in both sides. And now you got both groups like, yo, you see the Haitians getting beat down here. We like, oh, I'm not going to help you. And then they come up here, just like on Bakari's show. Now he got aggression because maybe something he heard. And then, like we was talking about on MG2 show yesterday, and y'all should check it out because, it was a good conversation with Blue, MG2. And, I was on there for a little while. But see, there's another major difference, right? Because my generation, I knew what it was like to grow up before the internet age, where the internet was just a household thing. You know what I'm saying? Like AOL came out and all that stuff when I was, a young teenager, you know what I'm saying? So I understood what it's like to go outside, the human contact, human interaction, real life stuff. Now, especially now, after all of this technology and now pandemics, everything is straight online. So people lost the actual human connection, the human contact on top of everything else. And I said it a few times now, but like on the story that I heard, we start calling each other brother and sister because after slavery and then everything that happened, we didn't know who was who. Some people never seen their families again and they didn't know who was related to who, so they started calling each other brother and sister. Now, I don't know if that's true. I just heard it on a documentary. But that's the same thing globally. And I can see if we wasn't if one group somewhere else was in a position, but they work as a team against us so that anywhere on the planet that you think that you come from, somebody else is on that land using the resources and on top of that treating you, like slaves. And instead of addressing that, we address each other. And now we keep going on these division things. And we fail to realize that they see us as one big Negro all the way around. Because I don't know if y'all saw the live we did yesterday, and that's really, it was supposed to be the premiere after that live, and that was supposed to be the show, but it is what it is. But a Jamaican who thought he could fit in with, you know what I'm saying, his white friends, we see what happened to him. He ended up dead, lynched. Brother from America trying to hang out with his white friends, we see what happened, dead, lynched. Because they didn't stop to be like, oh, where are you from? What religion do you practice? See, do you realize that a Christian is not supposed to enslave another Christian for life? Even in the doctrine of discovery, it says you cannot enslave another group if they're a Christian, you know, if they have the same God as you for life. Their religious teachings say you can't enslave each other for life. But we're the best Christians in the world. But see, we dealing with a group of people that went against their own doctrine. Because when black people start suing for their freedom under the guise that they've accepted the ways of the Englishmen and that they've adopted Christianity, see, they cut that off real quick. And now we still accepted the ways of the Englishmen and we still accepted Christianity, but it's only been poison in our community. And not trying to talk about nobody's religion or nothing like that. But these kind of things is used as a weapon, as a tool. But it can only be used that way if you have mass cooperation. Not that everybody has to have the same ideology, because we think of unity as something crazy. Because if you really was talking about it, you wouldn't have to worry about those who cannot be saved. When they was talking about building this land and coming here slaughtering you and taking from you, do you think they sat there and stopped and said, well, what about the people who aren't going to be with this? No, they said manifest destiny, all this land is ours. And granted, you know, like human emotions is a thing that makes you human, is a thing that separates you. But when it becomes a weakness and somebody can exploit it and use it as a tool against you, then you have to start being more smart about how you use your emotions. Because emotions are there for a reason, right? We're angry because we're supposed to be angry. Because deep down, we know better than we can actually put into words or logic that I deserve better than this. Even if you in your mind keep saying over and over, you know, I deserve this. Deep down, you are mad about the situation because you know this is not how it's supposed to be. See, other people may give that credit to somebody else. And, you know, that's why I say spooky a lot. Because you taking that stuff outside of you. And people use things like religion and use their culture, I should say, to empower themselves, not to disempower themselves. And we somehow, well, not somehow, but we got on a straight backwards train of thought. So we run back in circles. And we don't know what a culture is, but a culture is supposed to feed you, clothe you, and protect you. Your society is supposed to make sure you're children are in a position to be in a better situation. But we get that confused with like hip hop music. Not that that's not some kind of part of it, but how could that be your culture? What's up, Matilda? But how could that be your culture if somebody else owns every dollar of it? But we have always been anti-miscegenation because somehow the white man's ice is colder. But I mean, it's not a secret how we start developing thinking like that. Do you know the psychological effects of somebody telling you is literally against the law for like black women to wear makeup and have their hair done or to even have soap sometimes? You don't understand on the psychological damage on you and everybody else. But see, when you have a backwards culture, you have a culture running off of, tearing each other down instead of number one, playing the role that you have to play. You can't complain that somebody else ain't made the shot if you ain't set the pick. And if you know what your role is and you know that you have not been able to do that, the very least that you can do is start to fill that role. But that's very hard to do when somebody else can control your culture and tell you who is popular, who is not popular. Go by the algorithms. Because listen, if I wanted to get into the beef stuff and all of that, I would not be shadow banned. That's not the stuff that gets you shadow banned. If I was to go on here calling all kind of people, names, let's just say that, you would know who I am. You would find, and by the way, people listen just because like you cannot, the one thing I learned about YouTube, you cannot listen to these numbers because more people is listening than you think. And that's not just me, that's with everybody. Cause I be in like, I see sometimes like, you know, but was whatever. But when you running backwards, it's easier to run back to the person who's on the same side as you. Like, how you gonna rob a man who's hurt just as hurt as you? While the man who took both of y'all stuff can roll up and make both of y'all break y'all pockets. But if y'all work together instead of being mad at each other, that person couldn't come up and do that. But this outside need of validation and all of that. But if I wanted to get into the drama and the beef and all of that kind of stuff, or argue with people, or even just simply debate with people, and literally just waste time instead of talking about opportunities and trying to link people up together, then when you put in black stuff, that's the first thing you're gonna see. Me on here beefing with Bakari, beefing with Ben, or talking about Matilda. Because somebody else is straight controlling that. That's another thing. How can you ever win a war like the gender war? How can you win a war on either side of neither one of you are the main people who are creating this environment that you're in? Somebody else is literally creating that environment. Not because you don't have the power to, but you gave them the power, because that's the only way somebody can curse you. If you say, okay, yeah, I accept your curse. At the end of the day, it's you who are making that decision. Who told you to follow? Who told you that this was the right leader? You are the only person who did that. But I'm probably only gonna be on here for a few more minutes. If anybody want to come on here, like it's set for 9:45. So I'm gonna probably get off here in about 10, 15 more minutes. If anybody got anything to say, I know sometimes I just be ranting. But this elusive unity that, what I'm saying, everybody say doesn't exist. I just think maybe people are looking at it the wrong way. Because systems and all of these other kind of things, right? Even if we don't have the natural instinct that every other thing in the universe has when it comes to survival, right? If aliens invaded the planet right now, humans as a whole would put aside our differences to fight together to survive as humans. But as Black people and as a individual group, somehow is like the only group where that doesn't work. But still, the thing about systems is it doesn't really care. It doesn't look at it. It just knows that, some kind of detector is going off that a black something is in danger because of this, right? A Black man is going on a hunting trip with 6 white friends, right? And they talking about self-defense when he come up dead. See, a system doesn't care about his ideologies or beliefs. A system protects the system. But we get so caught up on the individual stuff. We let somebody who literally come from the dark ages before all of this stuff. Literally, that was the last thing. It's colonialism and then the dark ages. Somebody who had to come to you to learn the things that they learn and still can only see it through a watered down, psychotic kind of version. And it's true. Psychopaths can create sociopaths. Sociopaths are created by his environments and is a heavy influence of the environment. But we let somebody who come from poverty, from scarcity, right? What do you think grows in cold, dark areas? It had to be resort to a lot of cannibalism. And we allowed them to somehow trade us something to give them the abundance no matter where you think you come from. And now we like, oh, I got a lot of green pieces of paper with people on them that would have killed me, but I own no land. I don't have no oil, right? I don't have no soybeans. I don't have no even tobacco or whatever it is. I don't own none of that. And I don't know what we got for it. We got a Bible or whatever. And again, not against nobody who believes in anything like that. But I know that we lost our language for a trivial one. I know that we lost our freedom just to be in servitude. But still, just simple as business is not enough. Something that simple. Because I can go to Kroger, even though, the racist is probably, the owner is probably racist. I don't know. but I probably put money on it. I can go do business with him though, but you, I can never talk to again. And for what? For no good reason. See, we tried everything. There was the Great Migration to escape racism in the South just to be lynched in the North. There was the fighting in wars just to be able to use the bathroom, and you can't come home and you can't. Like Muhammad Ali said, here I am overseas winning, gold for America in the Olympics, and I come home, can't even go to a gas station and use the bathroom. Because that dude can get on the phone and call 5 people with shotguns, and he can't box that good. Nor can he get on the phone and call, and I'm not saying Muhammad Ali, I'm just saying us right now, we can't do that. But you can't run from it. You can't escape it. You can't get away from your blackness. And it doesn't matter how much you hate each other. At some point, I'm hoping that survival instinct kick in, but I don't know what it's going to take because they've done the unthinkable. And the only thing standing in our way is that little veil of the illusion of inclusion. But we got a great opportunity where we can straight meet up, actually discuss business, do the things that we have to do, use things like the internet, which levels the playing field. Because now I know Brother Bakari, Matilda, my brother Guy, Ben. I know these people. But the thing is to bring it in person. And see, it's not like no big secret or big plan, because us supporting each other is something that cannot be infiltrated. I understand there's always going to be something trying to stop us, but that's just some you gotta have to get used to. That comes with greatness. Don't you know the champion always gets everybody's best shot? Instead of complaining about that, let's embrace that and use that as the motivation. But see, right, and Bakari, when you said how the Black Panthers was buying guns from that Asian dude, because of course it's power to all of the oppressed people of the world. Now, if only all of the people of the world would say power to us, then maybe we'd be in business, but we don't. But when you said they bought their guns from him, see, yeah, that's how you can be infiltrated. But you, my brother, you can own your guns. I can own my guns. Matilda can own her guns. Ben, Jermaine, Blue, everybody in here. Guy, we can, my sister Raw, we can all own our guns. Now, what we choose to do with that starts to be a different thing. See, we start relying on one person to do everything. That's when, okay, yeah, I can cut the head off with the snake. But if the president dies, and I don't even want to say the president now, because I wouldn't even, say the vice president. But if the president dies, what happens? Does America shut down? Does a new movement start? Or is it just next man up? See, everybody brings something that is valuable, that is needed. And like Blue said, right, we can start having this little black book or the black pages. Right? I know some of the older people say yellow pages, and some of the young people don't know what the yellow pages is. But she suggested something like the black pages, where Bakari's business is in there, Erica, the stuff Matilda is doing, the stuff Ben is doing. We can get in contact with these people very easily. Because when I start looking at black owned, I start seeing people of color. I don't know why I see an Arab name when I'm looking for black owned. Then we start getting into white women businesses. Because that's the thing. You cannot let them off the hook. And that's the thing about those allies, right? Is how much are they really an ally? They may not be cool with police shootings. But now let's talk about removing this system. You remember that white boy tried to come on here out the blue and never been back, which was kind of weird. Talking about he was an ally and talking about Black Lives Matter. But then when I said, yeah, well, what about all that money, what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter get? Do they give it back? I don't know. Well, do you get money from it? Well, yeah, I do. Well, what do you do? Well, I'll work on my stories and doing my thing. Well, are they helping these families? I don't know if they're helping them or not. And see, when I asked him, because he said he was like anarchist or something, like whatever he said, something like that, which was basically like a rebel. I asked him, does that mean you are ready for the destruction of America, or just the system? Because America is just a corporation. So are you ready for the destruction of this system that is operating? Well, no, I don't know about that. I'm not going to go that far. Because you ask all of them, are you willing to give up? Like, don't just ask them, are you willing to give up that privilege? No. Are you ready for this system to be gone? See, they're not going to go that far. They may not want you to get shot by the police, but the fact that you don't control the land, the fact that you don't control your food, the fact that you don't control your education. See, they may argue about CRT with other Europeans, and I don't see a lot of them even doing that. But for you to actually control that, see, that's a different thing, because in the back of their heads, they know that, man, if he gets the power, if he's able to do the things that he want to do, right, then there's no telling what could happen to me. Maybe, just maybe, they may do to me what we did to them. And I know people will be like, no, but trust me, nobody wants to see their system that protects them around the world destroyed, except for maybe us. Because we like to talk about black on black crime, and that's just another European talking point. But do we have to go body for body? They go white on white crime is the Civil War, right? It's World War II, and all the other million wars they've had. Where hundreds and hundreds of thousands are dead. Yo, what's up, Bakari? Yo,
Peace, God.
yo, peace to all the guys in the earth, son.
What's going on, my man?
Not much, just chilling, just chilling. So I was about to get off here in a few minutes, but yo, if you want to stay, I ain't gonna stay too much. I ain't gonna stay past 10 o'clock though.
No. We good, man. I've been in and out. Had a chance to just listen to what you're talking about, and I heard you talking about what can we go body for body, and they talk about what they call it, black on black, right? And they say we infight and tribal fight, and we ride with that, right?
Yeah,
So would that be a tribal fight when England went and oppressed Ireland and
yeah,
destroyed them, and now Ireland is just part of the United Kingdom now?
yeah. That's white on white crime, bro.
You know the what they did to the Scottish. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. White on white crime. Hitler, white on white crime.
Yeah, all that shit is white on white.
But they
You
also
know?
have Leopold, which is white on black. Massive like slaughters and stuff like
Mm,
that.
yeah, they have their tribal wars as well. Everybody have their tribal wars. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look how the dude from what was his name in China that passed them laws you can't have more than one baby, so on and so forth, killing folks. I can't think of his name. People say that's who straightened. Shit, I can't think of his name. But they all have it. Everybody has had it. Everybody has been able to get past it. So now, if history teaches that everybody can get past it, peace, Matilda H. Wells. Matter of fact, peace to everybody in the chat. What's up, Jermaine?
Bell
Everybody in the
Gates.
chat.
What's up, Bell Gates?
Everybody. Dale Gates. What's up? Everybody. So now it's our turn to show, not the world. Well, not we ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody else. We gonna show the world because the world is gonna see it. But now it's our turn to show ourselves that we can get past our infighting. You don't have to be best friends. See, we got to understand that. I don't have to be best friends with whoever in the chat, right? Me and Matilda don't have to be best friends for me to say we gonna work together and I'm gonna build something and she can build something and I can benefit or she can benefit from what I do. You understand what I'm saying? People can dislike me. That's okay. Long as we have the end goal. The one thing that we do have in common is we gonna get past this infighting. So because we have to build something for ourselves, right? We want to be educated, right? We want a better education. That's right, Bill Gates. Just have an understanding. We want a better education, right? So therefore, we should be looking up what's the brother name down around Brunswick, Georgia? Who I want to say he in Brunswick. King Randall. So we need to be contacting, trying to email him. I've emailed him a couple of times. He didn't respond. I understand he's busy, right? But we need to keep trying to contact King Randall and see if we can help him with his ex school for boys, right? And the things that he want to teach. So then we're out of their system. We have to get past uh, our main alternative. Our main option is to complain about what happened. That's not a good option. The best option is us. If we look in the mirror, think about it, man. We're the money for this country because we spend our money with everybody else. We're everybody else money, right? They don't like us, but they like our ignorance of giving them our money. So if we start looking at it like that, say, okay, we the money for this country, and our people need this and need this. So I'm gonna shop with Bill Gates. So money for this country, it's gonna start circulating amongst us. And then before you know it, it's not what they say, the average black dollar stay with amongst black people 6 hours, right? So now it's gonna go, it's gonna bounce. It's going from 6 hours to 6 days, from 6 days to 16 days, from 16 days to a month. Money, because we have built stuff where we don't have to go outside of ourselves to survive. Now, in this society, we're gonna spend money with other people. It's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be a choice for the most part. But the bulk of our money should be staying with us. The bulk of our people that's teaching our kids should be people that look like us. Our people that want to be schooled. Like me, I wouldn't be a good school teacher. You understand? but we have people that will make good school teachers. And those are the ones that should be teaching our youth. But we have to make it happen. They're not going to make it happen. We have to make it happen because they want us to stay. They want us to stay in this mind. They want us to stay stagnant. They want us to stay, well, not brain dead, but they want us to stay confused. You understand? They want us to remain confused. They want to see us fight because as long as we fight, they want to see our men and women go at it because as long as our men and women go at it, we ain't procreating together and we ain't making black people no more. We ain't, the black family ain't growing. The black race is going away, going away. I was watching this show the other day, and they was talking about how do you get rid of this British. It was like how do you get rid of all the Scottish people, right? They say you get rid of the Scottish people the same way you got rid of the Irish people. And how did they get rid of the Irish people? According to them, you breed them out. You take their women and breed them out. You kill them. You leave just enough, right? And that's what they want to do. And that's why they're promoting certain things now. They want us to breed ourselves out. Uh, Tell me where you can go find a Tasmanian, someone from Tasmania, right? That look like me and you. They were bred out and murdered. The ones that were murdered, women raped. Now that she worked, the baby mixed. Now they gonna get another white person to get in that, then get and they continue, and before you know it, we're done. So they enjoy hearing us talking about divesting. They enjoy hearing us talking about how we hate one another and we're gonna kill one another. They enjoy it. So we have to start thinking about what do we truly want and what will we enjoy and what I will is seeing us grow as a people. That's the most important thing. As a people, we grow. United, we win. It's just that simple. United, we will win, and it's just that simple. And I yield the mic, folk.
Yeah, definitely, Bakari. And yo, that's the thing, yo. Because they had all those divisions like we was just talking about, right? But I say this all the time. Do y'all know like what was the Berlin Conference? That's what it was all about. They literally put their tribal differences aside to come in and take your natural resources away from you just to make it easier for them. And most of the land, a lot of the land was not colonized until after 1884. You know what I'm saying? When they had this Berlin Conference. And literally, right, instead of sitting here arguing about what we call ourselves, because people will, you know what I'm saying, unsubscribe to you because you say the word black. You know what I'm saying? And literally, instead of doing that, we can literally, and even if you had organizations, right, like the Moors can send the head for the Moors, the Israelites can send the head for the Israelites. Nobody's saying you don't have to follow your doctrine, but we can literally take the leaders or take a poll, you know what I'm saying, vote like you do for the president, minus the electoral college thing, and say, this is the name that we agree on so we can have solidarity, you know what I'm saying, worldwide. There can be a certain group of people, but we know that we are identical, and I'm just saying black for right now because that's the thing that's the closest to it, right? We know that our blackness, no matter where in the world, is a target. So we know that we must stick together in order for that to not happen. We're not the ones that created any of this kind of stuff. And also at a Berlin conference, we talk about how we can do business together, how we can support each other. And we have many conferences because we can look at it and this life is really about how you look at it, because we had that God, because really the God concept taken away from us, the power to create your own reality taken away from us, literally through violence. And I understand that, but you can literally wake up from that at any time. So you can have this conference about how we gonna do business with each other. Like, for instance, we got Bakari on here, we got Ben on here, we got Blue on here. These is three different kinds of businesses, entrepreneurs doing three different things, working together for the same goal. You know what I'm saying? And then we get spooked out by the whole capitalism thing because we talk about all that it makes corruption. But no, like literally, it's not capitalism to tell me to pass a law Like just for instance, like if you pass a law to say you have to have health insurance, but then you can only get it through these certain providers. This is not capitalism. Like when you controlling who can do what, when you're telling somebody they cannot have a business by a certain way. No, it's just supporting private business. Like if you look at the definition of the words, it's different from what they are in reality. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about supporting each other's businesses, but then we can also talk about socialist programs like developing our schools, because we definitely do. And I agree with Matilda, who said we need I don't really know how to say it, but programs to re-educate ourselves, to take away that whole brainwashing stuff, to start from scratch at least. See, these are socialist programs we can all agree on. And these are all things that if we just ignored our ideologies and we talked about, because our ideologies have nothing to do with business, right? So, but yeah, go ahead, Bukhari.
Yeah, we tend, like you said, and when we come and we work together, the ideology really shouldn't matter. Because this is my thing, right? If you're whatever ideology you have, and it make you a good person, and it make you want to make things better, that's what we need. Uh, some people need the foundation of Christianity for them to be okay. I'm just being honest. I've met some. Some people need the foundation of Islam or the foundation of the Hebrew Israelites or whatever their foundation is. They want to make them do right and make them work with black people. Buddhism, ancient African spirituality, voodoo. It doesn't make a difference, right? It doesn't make a difference which one, because that's your personal thing. But when we come together, we are looking at a group thing, not a personal thing. And we have to understand group. Group. We have to understand group over I, right? That's why it's team black. No, I in team is not a individual, right? It's a group effort. And that's what we need. We're smart, brilliant, talented people. So it's time for us to use that smart, brilliant, that smarts, that brilliance, and that talent for ourselves, right? And it almost to the point sometimes, and I try not, I try not to be disrespectful. But sometimes I was talking to somebody there, we almost happy slaves. Right? And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. If you watch college football at all, like I used to, I really don't anymore, right? I watch Jackson State, I watch HBCU, but I'm gonna give you an example. Alabama is on TV all the time, right? So we'll have these black parents that will let their kids go play at Alabama, and Nick Saban is the head coach. But when you ask Nick Saban, and this is a guy that's making $9.5 million a year, but you ask him, should college students get any money? The answer to that question from him is always no. They're getting a free education. But he's making $9.5 million, and go watch him play and look and see who's the best player on the team. But we will still send our kids to that school, right? To play for a coach that don't think you should get nothing while he get $9.5 million. We constantly make them rich and richer, and we get nothing. And that's crazy. We have to get, it's almost as if we are happy, and I'll say it again, almost happy slaves. Even with this new thing where the college students can get endorsement deals now. They still can't get payments from the NCAA or from the colleges. So I can be good, but if I'm someone that people don't know, I won't get an endorsement deal. But I'm still playing with somebody, playing with a coach that's making $9.5 million a year, but would tell me I don't deserve nothing because I got a supposedly free education. Now, I want y'all to understand that education is not free. You get up in the morning, you go train, work out, football. You go to class. After class, you go train, work out, football. Football come first. You notice what I said, the first thing they do in the morning forecast. It's a free education, but what's the first thing they do?
Train.
They go train for football. So you don't have a free education. You actually have a job where you are not, well, somebody you are working for, well, he's your supervisor, or in this case, your boss. Don't think you deserve a dime. But we go there and we allow our kids to go play for head coaches like that who will tell you, yeah, you shouldn't get any money. So our job as we build, we also have to reach the youth because we don't want our youth going nowhere, playing for and dealing with people like that. If you ain't got no money, telling you got your free education, they got all the control. They got a control over you. That's why he couldn't make it as a NFL coach because those players was making money, and you can't just tell me buy whenever you want. So it things that stuff like that we have to change. It's stuff like that that we have to change. Remember what he said? What did the guy say? The only reason those kids are going to Jackson State, only reason the guy went to Jackson State is because he can make a gob of money. How much is a gob? I don't know. It sounds like a lot. I wish I had a gob.
I guess it's a heap.
A whole heap. But see,
That
you
whole
see how
heap.
they have the problem. They have the problem with them going to Jackson State because they can get a gob of money. But they don't have a problem with you going to make them richer. And boy, stay in your place and you ain't gonna get a goddamn, pardon my French, and you won't get a damn dime. Because we don't think you deserve nothing. We giving you a free education, boy. That's basically what they're saying. Boy, come in your house and basically telling your mom and daddy that, boy, your little boy don't deserve nothing, boy. We gonna give him a free education, boy. No, he ain't getting no money, boy. I would never say they deserve money, boy. Boy and girl, that's basically what they're saying. And we still send our kids and let our kids go out there and run and perform. I was watching Cadillac Records the other day. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna pass it. When they were talking to Chuck Berry was sitting next to the white dude down on the record label. And they were talking to a white dude that's gonna record the record, right? Who gonna play his record? The dude looked at Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry and the white dude that owned the record label was facing the guy that owned his company that gonna play the music for him, right? He told Chuck Berry, he said, see, if we do this, I'm gonna make you famous and make him rich. Chuck Berry said, wait, say that again. I'm gonna make you famous and make him rich. And then the white dude smiled. Chuck Berry told him, let's switch seats, because maybe it's the seat I'm in. Because if I'm doing the work, you can make him famous, make me rich, because that's my music you're playing. But Muddy Waters, on the other hand, there's a whole nother story, because I'm gonna do a show about it. Not just about that, but that's how we are. How they use us, make money off us, and don't give a damn whether you live or die. They don't give a damn about you. But we allow them to do it. It's not what they're doing, it's what we allow. I yield the mic.
Yeah, Bakari, I just looked on there. I was about to put the link to the video on there, and they gave me a strike just now and removed it. Like literally just now.
Link to what video?
Though I was about to have a live premiere right now. And
Oh, for real?
it was about to come up in like 5 minutes. And I looked on there to put it in here, and they gave me a strike and took it off. They gave me a strike on the other channel now.
For what?
It said child safety.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they be hating, but that's the whole point. But I don't know if Ben is still on here. But he can come on here if he want to, but that's crazy. But yeah.
It's up to us, man. It's nobody else's responsibility. When I sent you that video today, you said you didn't get it. You have to watch it again. I don't know why you didn't get it. So want me to explain it to you? Oh, want me to explain?
Yeah, I didn't know what you was talking about, yo. We was like up late. I wasn't even thinking clear earlier. But yeah, I didn't get it. What was you meaning?
Okay, Muddy Waters. Okay, Lil Walters was dead. Muddy Waters and Lil Walter and Howlin' Wolf that made this white man millions of dollars and made him rich. Muddy Waters got a Cadillac, got a couple of Cadillacs that the white man bought him. Got a house that the white man bought him. He got no money. Muddy Waters told him, I got $200 to my name. And he asked the white dude, he said, do Lil Walter got anything coming to him? We need his funeral paid for. And Howlin' Wolf was like, why should he pay for Lil Walter's funeral? He ain't your daddy. You understand? He ain't your daddy. And he told Muddy Waters, as much as I dislike you, I don't want you to have a dad either. So I'm here to pay for a fellow musician funeral. The point of that statement is, man, I don't see how you didn't get it. Stop going begging these white folks, letting them use you. Stop accepting their gifts and you ain't getting no money. But Howlin' Wolf wouldn't accept. No, he wouldn't borrow against his work. Now pay me what you owe me. Howlin' Wolf wasn't the richest, but he had a little money. And that's what he was trying to tell him. You begging this white dude like he's your daddy. Will you pay for my friend's funeral? That was the point of that. Will you pay for my friend? That's why he told him he ain't Lil Walter daddy. Why would he pay for his funeral? And that's what he was trying to get Muddy Waters to understand. Stop going to him like a daddy. And I see that as us in 2021. Stop going to them like they're something special. Can you do this? Like we can't do for self. That was the point of it. That was the point. It wasn't just about the funeral. Hold on a second. Okay, can you hear me, 4K?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna play it right quick. Maybe I'm gonna just play it. I ain't sharing the screen. Let me know if you can hear it or not.
All right.
I'm gonna play the first clip when Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters first met. I'm gonna play that one first.
All right.
It's time to start your own business, to turn your dream into something official. LegalZoom has...
Hey, Mud. Jimmy Wolf. Yeah, we're from the same place.
Now I'm gonna start it over. Now that's Muddy, so because you can't see it, I'm gonna let you know that's Muddy Waters say, I hear we from the same place, right? So then Howlin' Wolf gonna respond. So it ain't a long clip, but just listen so you can understand Howlin' Wolf mentality.
Jimmy Wolf. Yeah, we're from the same place. Is that right? Yeah, Wolf just signed with us. Yeah, welcome to Cadillac Record. Stay around long enough, everybody get one. Well, it's all trouble.
Now this is Wolf finna explain. He told Wolf to stay around long enough, everybody get a Cadillac. Now Wolf ready to explain why he don't want that Cadillac.
Just signed with us. Yeah, welcome to Cadillac Record. Stay around long enough, everybody get one. Well, this old truck, I own it. It don't own me. Listen, I want to offer you a $100 advance. I don't borrow against the stove. Just pay me what you owe me. That's fair enough. Nice meeting you all. The gate, baby.
Do you understand the mentality? Did you understand what Howlin' Wolf was saying? Muddy Waters got a fancy Cadillac. He ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, hold on, I'm sorry. I was trying to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, break it down, please.
Howlin' Wolf. I own my truck. My truck don't own me. Muddy Waters look like he got a lot, but ain't got nothing. Because he's accepting gifts. That's why he had to run back to the white man like the white dude is his daddy. Can you pay for Lil Walter's funeral for me? And that's where we are now. We act like What you say? You say you don't even like saying white zaddy. Ain't that what you say? You don't like saying what the boy Tariq Nasheed started, right? White zaddy, right?
Yeah,
That's your zaddy.
men should not say that word. I don't think, in my
But the
opinion.
point, okay, I understand. I agree. But the point is, that's what Howlin' Wolf. That's why I say I don't see how you didn't understand that clip. That's what Howlin' Wolf was trying to get Muddy Waters to stop doing back in the 30s. Stop in the 40s. Stop going to them begging. He ain't your daddy. That was the point of the clip.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This morning, I was on MG2 show till like it was like 2 in the morning here, so I got like 3 hours of sleep.
So what? I'm gonna let me play the other clip because I'm gonna do my show, but let me play this other clip right quick, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. You're the first man ever gave me flowers. Thank you. Yeah, well, don't tell nobody.
They're beautiful. I'll put them in a vase.
You okay? I'm good. Thank you. But, woof. Ah, shit.
Now, okay, I'm gonna say now Muddy Waters finna start talking. He gonna finna start asking the man about money for a funeral. I'm just letting you know who's gonna be talking first, but then you're gonna hear Howlin' Wolf intervene.
I know Walter was in here for a whole lot, but he got anything coming his way. You know how he spent his money. Yeah, I know it. Look here. I got $200 to my name. You're gonna have to help pay for Walter's funeral. Who said I wouldn't?
Why you gotta pay for Walter's funeral? You ain't Walter's daddy.
If you and me talking, Walter put a whole lot of goddamn money in his billfold, that's why. I'm the only motherfucker making money here? Look like it.
That's the man's job. Make money off of you. Now you from Mississippi, you ought to know that.
How many caddies did y'all go through, huh? Let's get this straight. I didn't fuck you. Okay? I didn't say nothing about who fucked who. I'm talking about. Yeah, you insinuated that with your bullshit. You was out with the fucking jewelry and the broads all the time. Oh, and you was a motherfucking saint? Who here's a saint? I'm not. Who here?
Leonard, settle down.
No, Roberta, please.
You know, if you act like a boy, keep asking for handouts, he gonna treat you like one.
Is you and me talking, motherfucker? What is you looking for?
I'm looking to help bury a fellow musician.
Hey, I said I'll pay for it.
Now it feel good not to have a daddy. And as much as I don't like you, I want you to feel good like that too.
I don't see how you didn't get that. But I'm more like Howlin' Wolf. I don't want them. You got to get to the point where, see, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's for me, I would say that's the new reparations movement. We can't do nothing because they ain't gave us reparations. They gave to the Asians. They given to the Hispanics. They're given to everybody else, but they won't give us nothing. And they haven't given it to you in all these years. They ain't our daddy. Or do you see them as a daddy? Or as their great leader say, their zaddy? Do you get the point? Howlin' Wolf, you ain't your daddy. I'm gonna pay for it. He took out a wad of money. I'm gonna pay for it. He paid for that brother funeral. Some of us is like Muddy Waters, you know, and I ain't. Muddy Waters made great music, and I ain't really trying to say nothing negative about him because I know his whole family. You feel me? Most of his family, right? I went to school with his nephews. His sister was my godmama. I ain't trying to say nothing negative about him, but back home, folks knew that's all he had was Cadillacs. We knew that what they gave him, Cadillacs, no money. When you in anything you needed, you making all this money. This man living in a mansion. Your wife want a house. You got to go to him. Can you buy my wife a house? She want a house. Can you buy her a house? But we still holding on to. We can't do it unless somebody do it for us. We got to take the pennies we have and put them together and create something great. Or we'll have this conversation 100 years from now. But trust me, I'm gonna do it. That was my next show. I was gonna do it today, but I lost track of time, so I'll probably do it tomorrow evening. But that's what my show. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use a few more clips.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And we could talk about. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, I was lost earlier. I ain't know what it was about. And yo, let me say this real quick, and then before cause I'm a, I will wait till your show too to talk about it. But as far as the video I was gonna do, yo, it is more than one way to like skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple things that I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can literally right now like share the screen and show it. You know what I'm saying? But if this channel get a strike, then like all the videos that I had will be gone. But I could also, you know what I'm saying, just make another one real quick and like start doing the live streams like that, like the premieres and stuff like that. So I don't get another strike. But if y'all want to see it, y'all let me know and I'll make another one and see if I can go live on there and like share the screen. So y'all let me know if y'all want to do that or not. You know what I'm saying? So uh, just let me know in the chat. But yeah, Bakari, you absolutely right. But I'm not mad at YouTube. That's what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to like block, this kike Polish, or I said it wrong, this Polish kike bitch. You know what I'm saying? Of course she gonna block me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I
Once you
ain't
understand you're at war, you understand they doing what they're supposed to do. I ain't mean to cut you off. My bad.
no, you good, you good. You can talk whenever you want. But yeah, that's definitely what they're supposed to do. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not gonna personally be like, yo, I need to sue them or make them accept my language because guarantee when we create our own, we can limit or put boundaries about whatever can be said. You know what I'm saying? We can make our own rules. So I mean, of course they're gonna make the rules, but these are the things that I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, why aren't y'all mad enough to do something? Because it's just little simple stuff like that. Then it get bigger and bigger and bigger. But that's what happens when you control nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I had got cut off from food or something, now that'd be a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we would have got lynched for saying the stuff that we say, even though George Washington told this to America. But, since they want to try to be like that, you know what I'm saying? The truth is, they don't want to talk about why Hitler did what he did, you know what I'm saying? And to me, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not taking up for Hitler because can anybody tell me the difference between Hitler and George Washington? You know what I'm saying? The difference is we live in America and not Germany. So, Hitler was being oppressed, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't afford and the Jews was raising the taxes on them. And so he was like vow one day he gonna rise up and make them pay for what they did, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And in true European fashion slaughtered countless people, you know what I'm saying? But what's the difference between that and any other Jew or kike or whatever you want to call them? But some people ain't worried about that kind of stuff because, like I said, it's more than one way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Bakari, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
one more
Bakari,
thing about that clip, right?
yeah.
One more thing. Watch this, right? Who was Howlin' Wolf, black man, Muddy Waters, black man. The house they were standing in, the guy who claiming he gonna pay for the film was a white man. Did they argue with the white man, or did they look and argue with each other? If you watch that show, you'll see they didn't like one another. Muddy Waters didn't like Howlin' Wolf because of Howlin' Wolf mentality. But he never thought to dislike that white man who only gave him a Cadillac, but was getting filthy rich off him. Sound like 2021. We gonna fight each other. I'm gonna be the best at the bottom. If that makes sense. It might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. I get it, mate.
Yeah, my bad, Bakari. Yeah, I'm trying to set it up. Yeah, I definitely agree though. Like we do got that begging mentality of we trying to be accepted, you know what I'm saying? The white man's ice is colder and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I was really trying to show, how we was trying to get away from our blackness. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering why it was taking so long to upload, but the whole purpose was that kind of stuff that we're talking about. We try to escape who we are through any kind of avenue possible. You know what I'm saying? But then we always, like, we put ourselves in more danger trying to get away from our blackness. Like, we'll go to live in a trailer park to get away from the hood. You know what I'm saying? What sense did that make? And we'll call people who would slaughter us our friends, but we won't talk to each other again for something small, because we cannot be put in the same category because we let somebody else define who we are for us. But it's like I said before, like now how black B1 is now a slur. I remember when people first start saying it, it's just because they're saying they're putting black first, you know what I'm saying? And now that's a slur. No matter what we do, is going to be a slur because we are the threat of America. And shout out to them because they know it's a threat and they know the stuff that we're doing is a threat, and they can't block me for certain things because it's you know not against even their guidelines, but they know that you know somebody electrifying and unifying the people is a problem, and this is an area that they can't really contain. But like I said, it's more than one way to get around them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you gotta it's time for us to start responding and doing what we gotta do regardless. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, Bakari.
No, I'm good, man. Yep, you're right. We have to start doing better. We have to start doing our only option to everything. And I'm being honest, it can't be complain about what they have done and complain about what they do. We have to, that's the word, change who we are. And what I mean by change, not change who we are, change our mentality toward one another. That's what I meant. And that's what we're going to have to do because, like I say, it's strength in numbers. And the only way to build ourselves up is we see us building. If we see us doing something, and we have to be the doers. We have to be the doers. That's just how I see it. It's time. It's time to make a change, and we have to be the change. And I see us as working toward that change. I see us working toward that change. I see us trying, and we have to continue to try. Because I'm not going to sit here and make like everything about us is negative. The stuff that I'm saying is just some stuff that I see, but I also see a lot of us out here trying, and we have to be the change because we have to touch on our positive too. We have to touch on the people that we see. We have to talk about the people that we see doing and the people that's doing their best. We can't ask you to do more than your best. Whatever you're doing, if that's your best, we can't ask you to do more than that. That's what we need. We need everybody best. Everybody have a role, and we all need to know our role. And I'll get the mic.
All right, give me 1 second because I'm setting something up. I'm still gonna show this on anyway because like I put a lot of work in for this stuff, and they be trying to carry me. So let me see. All right, yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna go on. All right, what I'm gonna do, if y'all give me a few minutes, I'm gonna start streaming it, and then I'm gonna share it from another channel. So I just made another one. And this may be the thing that I gotta do now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go live before I do a live premiere, and then have a channel ready to put them on because they're gonna be hating. But there's a lot of work to put in these videos for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Bakari, you can hold on.
You want me to give my closing statement?
Yeah, you can if you want to, or you don't got to or not. I'm trying to see if it's gonna work real quick, but you can if you want to. It's all good.
Or what you trying to do? I can just wait.
Uh, Oh my bad, I was mute. I was saying just talk for 1 second. I'm trying to set it up to see if I can get it to play, if it's gonna work. You heard me?
What just you want me to talk for? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can close out if you want, or you don't have to. I'm just trying to see if I can go live on this channel to stream it real quick. I'm trying to see if it's gonna work or not. So hold on. You just give me 1 minute though. You know what I'm saying? You can talk or not. You don't have to though. Just 1 minute.
Talking about you trying to set up your next show, or you trying to bring it over? I don't what you doing.
I'm trying to see if I can go live on another channel, and then I'm gonna put the link in the chat so people can just go right to it.
Oh, so you trying to see if you can do the live instead of the premiere?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it live from a different channel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna upload it to YouTube. I'm just gonna play the actual video from my computer.
Oh, while you on here, while you doing this show right here.
Yeah, no, well, what I'm trying to do is see if I can go live, you know what I'm saying? And from a different channel, and then live premiere the video from my computer instead of uploading it on YouTube. But then if it work, I'm gonna put the link in here so people can go right to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I got you.
Yeah. But it's trying to say that it takes, I don't know, I had this thing for a while, but it's talking about something that take 24 hours to stream it or something. I don't know. I had this account for a minute though. All right, yeah. Just give me 1 minute, Bakari. And like I said, you can close out. Well, yeah, you can close out if you want to, or you can talk for a while, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't got to.
I was just waiting to see what you're trying to do. Well, look, man, this Bakari, I know y'all heard of me. If somebody listening that haven't heard of me, y'all done heard of me now. My channel is Brother Bakari, so y'all go check it out. Hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. And you know what, man? Forecast, it was good being on here with you, my man. And it was good talking to the chat. I hope I said something interesting.
All right, yeah. Thank you, Bakari, for coming on. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to just do it another time. I'm gonna see if it worked, and if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and close out on this one because I'm probably gonna have to set up a whole nother account for it real quick. So if not, then it'll be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to keep doing lives back to back, but Bakari said he gonna have a show tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate it. But this is what I'm saying, a clear example of, what I'm saying, of what's going on, the things that we gotta do to, what I'm saying, just do something as simple because what I'm saying, this video isn't a danger to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And there's important stories that we need to know, like a young brother named Kawan Charles, who was 15 years old. And this he was friends with this white boy, and him and this white boy and the white boy mom came to pick him up, and without the parents' permission, his dad didn't even know he was sitting outside, and they took him back to his house. Now his parents didn't know where he was. They called the police, but the police wouldn't do anything to help him. You know what I'm saying? And so, this white bitch, you know what I'm saying, who had a criminal record, this thug, she was giving her son and him drugs, you know what I'm saying, straight giving them drugs. The next thing you know, this 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid was found dead in a sugarcane field, talking about he drowned in like a foot of like in a drainage ditch, you know what I'm saying? And they not arresting her for murder. They arrested her for giving them weed, you know what I'm saying? But that's the whole point because what I'm saying, they're gonna stay on code, you know what I'm saying, but they don't want this young brother's story getting out there, and the police did nothing and they let her go, you know what I'm saying. And she said that this young brother walked away from her home, like in the middle of a night in the area where he just moved to, and he come up dead because we think that these other people are our friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all of these stories needed to be shared, and people need to see these stories. But you know what I'm saying, they're not going to let us see them. And it's not like I violated any other community guidelines. They're saying is a threat, you know what I'm saying, a threat for us to learn the information that we need to know. You know what I'm saying? The information of knowing that we have no friends, we are all we got. And they understand it. And of course they don't want it to get out there, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna find a way to you know what I'm saying, get it live for y'all. I'm gonna find another way to start playing these videos. And also shout out to Ben, who's creating his platform so we can start taking this stuff off of YouTube so they can go out of business, you know what I'm saying? And also, I need to come up with something like a mailing list or something to get people on so they can get the videos and all of that straight from me. So, you know, all of that stuff, we're going to work on it. And, you know what I'm saying? I tell you what, if I can get it to play tonight, then I'll come back tonight. If not, then I'll just do it tomorrow. But, yo, I appreciate you for coming on here. I appreciate everybody on here. Matilda, Jermaine, Bell Gates, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on here. My brother Guy. Rashid, I appreciate all of y'all for listening. And yeah, as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we gonna keep falling for anything.